Walpole Village is a quintessential town in the Connecticut River Valley with fewer than 5,000 people. On Main Street, in the center of town, is the restaurant and grocer at Burdick's Chocolate Shop. Tucked between the town post office and a few local businesses, the restaurant is a destination for visitors and a mainstay for locals.
It's the restaurant, and it's at Burdick's, and it just that is the placeholder for what we are, is the restaurant. And it's so cool. And yeah, you look right down it, even our signage, it's restaurant, grocery, post office. It's really fun to see.
Luca Paris has been in the restaurant business for decades. He owned and operated Luca's Mediterranean restaurant in Keene for 20 years, and he appeared on Food Network's Grocery Games with Chef Guy Fieri. Luca thought he had retired from the business for good until an opportunity to run the restaurant and market in Walpole came his way.
It was meant to happen. I don't know how it happened, but it was meant to happen, and I'm so excited to do it.
When you walk inside the restaurant, it's like stepping into a bistro in the French countryside.
Once you come in here, you're transported to a different world. You know, you look around how beautiful this place is. The ambiance, the feel, the culture in here, it just makes you feel like you're somewhere else. But you're right here in New Hampshire.
The building sat empty for years until chocolatier Larry Burdick teamed up with one of Walpole's most well-known residents, award-winning filmmaker Ken Burns, to open the restaurant. That was back in 2001.
He said, I don't know anything about a restaurant. I will be the best silent partner. I will pay for every meal, which I have, and I will tip heavily, which I do, and I will just stay out of it.
For Ken, it was a love for his adopted hometown of Walpole that inspired him.
Every community needs something like Burdick's. Every community needs a place to get really fine food. Every community needs a place where they can see people that they know, both the people who work here and the neighbors that they see coming here. It's warm and inviting. There's nothing like me coming back from a long trip, driving into town, seeing this all lit up and warm and coming in. And quite often, I will just not even go home. I live 1.5 miles up the hill. I'll just come in and sit at the counter, take a table, and have a meal just as a way to say, I'm home.
The restaurant highlights locally sourced food, working with a number of farms in the area. Executive Chef Wesley Babb has been overseeing the kitchen for nearly 2 decades.
We change the menu about every 4 months, so we try and change it seasonally. Sometimes more often, depending on the availability of some goods. Like if we know that there's going to be a lot of like local stuff coming, being available, we'll switch the menu bit by bit here and there.
On the lunch menu today, mussels.
A lot of garlic, a lot of butter, a lot of wine.
Followed by the bistro burger and salmon tapenade.
With tomato confit, haricot vert, roasted onions, and mussels mariniere with grilled crostini. Our bistro burger is ridiculously popular with bacon and caramelized onion, mayonnaise. Very, very, very popular.
Wes really treats the food with respect. It's a lot of scratch cooking, which means he'll take an ingredient and move it to the next level, and it's beautiful to watch him do it with his team.
Two doors down from the restaurant is the Walpole Grocery. Larry Burdick and Ken Burns opened the small specialty market along with the restaurant to provide sandwiches, meats, produce, and dinners to go.
The restaurant has its feel, but Walpole Grocery is that kind of high-end but still approachable food environment.
Longtime employee Susie Dupree explains why this small market offers so much to the town.
Because there's not a lot of places that you can get all of this around here. Like you'd have to go to Boston to get this certain type of fish sauce, or, you know, like there's not a lot of products out there that you can get right in downtown Walpole. So that's important to our customers.
Larry Burdick eventually sold his chocolate shop, but remains committed to co-owning the restaurant and market with Ken Burns. And with Luca Paris guiding the everyday activities and Wesley in the kitchen, the restaurant at Burdick's attracts visitors from across the Northeast.
The reputation has spread far and wide, so sometimes on a Sunday or a Saturday night, you'll just see not just Vermont and New Hampshire and Massachusetts, but you'll see New Jersey and New York and Maine and Rhode Island, and people who have heard about it and have come. And that's the most satisfying thing. I've never taken a cent out of it. This is not an investment. It's an investment in my relationship to Walpole.
Luca notes that Ken's love for Walpole is evident, and his collaboration demonstrates his commitment to making the restaurant successful.
What he does for a living and what we do for a living is not much different. We're creating experiences for people to enjoy. He just uses film, and I use food. I use the experience that we're having. We're a stage. This is a stage. And I think he sees that, and he feels it, and he's passionate about it, so he wants it to be great. The original intent of this place really stood the test of time. And I just want to be part of that going forward and respect the history, respect the heritage of what it is, and add what I can.